Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we rescued Flynn by facing the Death Knight. And this episode, let's begin this chapter. After a very long loading. Come on game, anytime now. We get our money. Looks like Sylvain wants to see us. What happened?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. They'll say, Sylvain and the Professor are on the prowl. Forget it. What do you need?
Girl problems, Sylvain?
I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying and everything got a bit complicated.
Jerk.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
My father never told me.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
What was your experience?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy, or rather, a stud horse.
You mean they only want you for all your bloodline?
See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
We'll be with him now. Looks like Gilbert wants to see us.
I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty.
I'm happy to help.
In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday, though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with.
Both of these kind of fit Byleth. You could help me with my combat training?
I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me. You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
It is good to see children able to play and to smile.
I never knew you could smile, Gilbert.
Was I smiling? Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures.
The right?
Indeed. For those we have lost will never be able to smile again. I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is finally upon us. This is our chance to show off the results of your expert training, Professor.
The Battle of Eagle and Lion?
Have Lady Rhea and Seteth really not filled you in? Well, if that's the case, I'm happy to explain. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion takes place every year during the Wyvern Moon. It can be best described as a mock battle between the three houses.
Much like the one we had during the Great Tree Moon. Do you remember, Professor?
Yes, I remember. I remember our celebration most of all.
It was certainly an unforgettable time. I've never seen anyone put away as much victory food as you did that night, Professor. This battle will take place in Empire territory, at Gronder Field. In other words, far removed from the monastery. It's a mock battle between the three houses. The house that defeats the most opponents wins.
Your Highness, if the rumors are true, I believe Professor Manuela and Professor Hanneman will not be joining us.
Ah, yes, right you are. Given recent events, Professor Manuela has opted to sit this one out. Since she won't be present, Professor Hanneman has decided to skip this year as well.
In that case, I must sit it out too.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Professor Manuela! Are you feeling better already?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
In that case, perhaps it is best that you sit this one out.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
If I'm the only professor present...
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
I forgot that takes away support from Manuela. Need to try and remember that. But anyway. Certifications. How are we looking certification-wise? I might wait until the following week. So let's go and explore. How are we doing support-wise? We don't have a lot of support, so I'll probably save the supports for later.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Let's go around. First, let's go to the spa. Let's have Shamir. Increase steam. Increase it again. And one more increase should be safe. Nice. Let's go to the arena.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful.
Now that you mention it,
You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
I don't think I can recruit you yet, can I?
Professor, you look like you want to say something. But if you're here to lecture me, I'll pass.
Yep, not enough acts. Alright. Well, hello, Hubert.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
Consider me motivated.
Just what I thought you'd say.
Letter to Rhea. Deep connection to Rhea.
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Rim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Rim in recent decades.
Professor.
The horse tournament. Oh, it's sword. I read that as horse for some reason. Like, wait, what? Why is nobody good at let me see. Could go Felix. We could go for Catherine. Yeah, let's use her in this tournament.
I won't hold back.
Ignatz.
Is that all? All for Lady Rhea.
We got Edelgard up next. surprised to see her in a sword tournament. Although I guess a sword is needed
All
for
for
Lord,
Lady
so it makes
Rhea.
somewhat sense. And Claude.
I'll never back down.
And our final opponent is Petra.
Is that all? I'll never back down.
Let's take a look at these
What
two.
do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year.
Let's go about roaming the academy.
Oh,
See what everyone has to say.
fishing tournament before the battle of the eagle and lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking, but the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Let's first head to the gazebo. Key of the Saints, some auto fruit. Got a lot of items here. Let's go down into the Holy Tomb, see what we can grab down there. Ooh, more fruit. Some tea leaves. Was that an item? Yes, it is.
It is almost time to begin.
Da, 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 da. Let's go to the garden. Ba, ba, ba.
What the?
Shiny stained pebble, or scratch-rated pebble? Ador. One who likes collecting pebbles.
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
I don't think nobles are allowed to watch.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
What last items do I have? A bunch. Knows about plants. I think this is to do. Church. And one of the wolves.
would go all the way to Gronder Field. It's idiocy to travel that far.
It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor. Yes? I'm actually very busy right now.
Yep, can't recruit.
Why it may... I guess there's...
Don't I have...
What?
Yeah, fuck, this ain't yours. Gifts. Do you have anything you like? Here, have a big treat.
For me? I love it!
Let's see. Let's take a look in the greenhouse. Ooh, Gilbert.
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. Staff and student alike.
Will you take part?
I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Lost items. Do any of these belong to you?
No, that does not. No, that. No, that. No, that does. No, that does.
No, surprisingly not. Okay. Harvest, get some nice stuff.
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big.
Do you want to travel around Fodlan someday?
Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
Do any of these belong to you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
Anybody in? Yes, there is somebody in the dormitory. Felix.
I'm not interested in glory or prizes. All I want is a formidable enemy to sink my teeth into. As far as I can see, there are only a couple of opponents worth my time.
Alright. Let's travel over here.
Professor.
Maybe.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
No. Welcome to the monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seteth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
Welcome to the fishing tournament. If you catch the type of fish that Flame asks for, you might win a prize. If you anticipate, hey, it's not really my concern.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Likely to beat odds you have to have a fish with a rarity of 2-star or higher.
Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
Gotta get 2-star or higher to beat her. This time I'll remember to talk to them and give them the fish before I go speak to Flame.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
You have 4-star or higher to beat him.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Need 2 or higher to beat him.
I am
happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
3 or more to beat her.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
But they haven't been biting.
Maybe the fish are frightened by you.
I didn't think of that. Ah, the truth is right in front of me. Oh, just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
Need a 4 or higher to beat her. So you need 2 4 or higher and then anything else. And I believe, unless I'm not mistaken, I think only fish that you catch with a tournament bait counts. Bullhead, that would automatically win if that does count. I think it has to be the tournament bait. Yeah, it has to be the tournament bait. Let's just catch a bunch of fish. Perfect. Ooh. Well, I can beat 2 of the 4-star R people. That beats 1 under the 2 stars, which I think there are 3 or 4 2 stars. Carp. Because I have an itchy foot! Right as I get the fish. Large floating carp. Perfect. Get a few more fish and then we'll go check everybody. Are we gonna get any more redfish? Perfect. Really? A big fish that's only 2 rarity. Ooh, goldfish. Alright, one more. Perfect. Alright, this should be enough to gain the victories.
Ah, you already got your hands on some fish. Let's compare then. Oh, I lost. Is there anything you can't do?
So we get 1 vulnerary from him.
Ah, Professor, hello. I have a quick question for you. Would you consider adding me to your class? I'd also like to talk to you about my future and stuff.
Sure, I would love to have you join.
Really? Oh, thank you. I'll study and train as hard as I can. Thanks so much.
Ignaz has joined our house.
So, you've caught something, have you? Let us pit our fish against each other. Alas, your fish is clearly grander than mine. I suppose you win. This time.
You give us a tomato.
Professor.
Did you catch something? Let me see what you got. No way! That fish looks bigger and tastier. I can't believe I lost.
Some wild game from him. Doubt I can
Alright,
recruit him yet.
Let's see what you got. I lost? But how? I guess I underestimated you, Professor.
You give us an iron axe.
Professor? Here to cause some trouble? No? Well, whatever then.
Can't recruit yet.
Show me the fish, so we can see whose has the biggest size. I will have comparisons now. Your fish has way more size. I have had losing. I have lost.
You give us an iron
Training
sword.
has given me great busyness, but
You're not willing to join.
Oh, you've caught one. Let me see. Nice, you beat me. This is for you.
You get a steel sword.
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes! Yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for! I am so pleased! I shall cook it up immediately!
Thanks.
Fishing tournament's over. Flame seems overjoyed. I am certain that pleased Sedif as well.
I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
Right now I think everybody has something to say.
yes, this created more fun than I have experienced in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
Come on, why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice. I know I'm in a...
Yep, can't recruit you yet.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flame is happy.
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament. I suppose it's time to prepare for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's time to focus on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
Yes.
Let's continue onward. gonna need to ask some help.
Do you have time for a request?
Bandits are making trouble in a nearby village. Normally we would assist, but right now we have our hands full with Lord Donato business. So many to help, so little time. What will we do? We'll help out.
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Let's go speak with Anna.
Good deal. Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand. Hey, how about a favor?
Accept your particular trend.
Appreciate it.
And we had enough to complete it automatically.
Hello.
Go and buy some stuff with
Hello
merchants.
There. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you.
Now buy your gifts.
This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? Return soon, please.
Turnip, cabbage.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good. You have a. You have a good eye. You have a good. 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 A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Let's move along. Ooh, what's over here? A bundle of dry herb. Someone who's skilled with a bow.
Pardon me.
Hello there, Tomas.
You feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face. You know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Myrden.
There's a conversation to be have. And it's Linhart. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't miss the lectures.
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
Let's, a trip in town might help your mood. Not motivated enough.
That sounds more than a little exhausting. I think I'll stay in. I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a strange one.
Maybe so.
In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner, but you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. You're like a hero in some silly legend. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either.
Is that what you think?
Hey, Professor, will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours? It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a Crest Scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first. On that note, good night, Professor.
Now, see within heart. Let's go over here.
The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
I'm sure they do.
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Its name comes from the war in which the kingdom won its independence from the Empire. It's imperative that we fight our best. We must live up to the legacy of the King of Lions.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Is this yours?
That is not mine.
No, okay, so it's not him.
I need a favor.
The Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus are seeking someone to train with. The Kingdom Knights are certainly tough, but I bet you could keep it up.
Hey!
Yep. Run over here.
Ah, I see. So you are Gerald's child. You so resemble your mother.
Did you know my mother?
I did indeed. I was acquainted with your parents. I've been wanting to speak with you for a while now. I've been gone from the monastery for some time now because, well, it matters not. Might I ask a favor of you? Do you mind terribly picking up some fresh flowers to place upon your mother's grave? I am certain she'd be deeply moved to receive a gift from you.
You bring me some flowers to lay at her gravesite. I think it would mean the world to her knowing you were the ones that picked the flowers. Let's go to the cathedral.
Well...
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Who should we do? Ferdinand and Dorothea.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Over here. Speak to Mercedes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What were you thinking about?
Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
Is this yours?
Did you find it?
Nope. That.
I have a favor to ask.
Would you mind delivering this love letter on my behalf? To whom you ask? Well, he's a gallant. He has a charming smile and always puts his family first.
What?
Anybody else here to speak of? Nope.
Really?
Let's go upstairs. Speak with Rhea.
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
Of course.
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Do any of these belong to you?
This is Yes, that is surely mine. I appreciate you bringing this to me. This is
Faculty training. Up my drawing.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
Do any of these belong to you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to... I'm sorry to... I'm sorry to...
Nope. All right.
Well...
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
I'm more worried about you than myself.
Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
Maybe you can convince him.
Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself.
Not gift, lost items.
I can't believe I left this behind. Oh, thank you so much for retrieving it.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
I'll hope you get
I'm
revenge.
not going to let him get the better of me again.
Do any of these belong to you?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
All right. Anybody else to speak to? Nope. Let's back down to the first floor. Door once open at any point. Let's see. What do we have today? What the hell is that sword? What are you? Okay. Pure water. What do you have, Edelgard? Emblem Steel. I think you are fairly common. Oh no, wait, I think you are somewhat rare, so I'll get you. I'll call in my character. Good, they made a decent amount of money. Let's send in Ignatz. Local specialties. Send you off. We'll finish up the rest out here.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
Very.
That's the spirit.
Anybody in here? Doesn't look like it.
Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
Is this belong to you?
A lost item.
No. Okay. I'm running out of people in the Blue Lions who I can think that would belong to.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Don't you want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best. Oh, Professor. Hello. Excuse me.
Still can't recruit. Yeah, we'll finish up anybody that's in this room, and then we'll end the episode.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
You came to the Academy to relax?
After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures and... well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
Item. And yeah, so we'll end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll continue going around the monastery, speaking to everybody, and use up our activity points. If you enjoyed this episode, do you like the videos? It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow, and I'll see you all next time. Later.